Will the Senate please come to order? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Aquino. Senator Awa.
Here.
Senator Chang. Senator DeCoit. Senator DeCourt.
Here.
Senator Dela Cruz. Senator Elefante.
Here.
Senator Favela. Senator Fukunaga. Senator Gabbard. Senator Hashimoto. Senator Ihara.
Present.
Senator Inoue.
Present.
Senator Kanuha. Senator Keoho Kalole.
Ayo.
Senator Kidani. Senator Kim. Senator Lee. Senator McKelvey. Senator Moriwaki. Senator Rhodes. Senator Richards.
Here.
Senator San Buenaventura. Senator Wakai. Mr. President,
Present.
all 25 members are present.
Thank you. The chair has read the journal of the preceding day and approves the same. Are there any introductions this morning? Senator DeCoit.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to introduce with us today former Senate President John Cullerton, who was first elected to the Illinois General Assembly in 1979, where he served as a Democratic floor leader for the House of Representatives. After 12 years in the House, Senator Cullerton was then elected to the Illinois State Senate in 1991. In 2009, he was nominated as the Senate President and presided over the Senate until his retirement in January 2020. Let's give him a warm welcome here at the Senate. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Further introductions? Senator Kim.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I rise to celebrate Hawaii's Public Charter School Commission and its 30 years of remarkable impact following the passage of Act 272 in 1994. This groundbreaking law empowered communities to create innovative, student-centered schools that cater to diverse educational needs, and so many of us have these charter schools in our districts. Today, 39 charter schools across Hawaii serve over 13,000 students, offering unique programs like Hawaiian language, immersion, STEM, and sustainability. We honor the educators, families, and leaders who have made this possible. So accepting today's recognition is Executive Director Ed No. Ed, would you just rise? And also joining him, and if you'd hold your applause to introduce them all on the floor, Dr. Makalapua Allencaster. She is the chair of the Hawaii State Public Charter School Commission. Jean Zaro, president of the Hawaii Public Charter Schools Network. Steve Hirakami, treasurer of the Hawaii Public Schools Network. And special guests from Minnesota, former Senator Ember Scott Young, representing the National Charter Schools Founders Library. You can applause for them now. Also, Mr. President, in the gallery, they are accompanied by other members of the Hawaii State Public Charter School Commission, Dr. Four, Deputy Director, and Sherry Toberville, Communication Director. So thank you for joining us here. And Mr. President, at the appropriate time, if we may have a recess to honor our guests. Thank you.
So ordered. So we'll get through the agenda and then adjourn and take pictures when we adjourn. If the sergeants could also escort Senator Cullerton to the floor as well. Will the Sergeant at Arms please get the addendum to the script to Senator Kim and myself, please? Madam Clerk.
Beginning on page 1, Governor's message numbers 645 to 647, transmit nominations to various boards and commissions.
Governor's message numbers 645 to 647 are referred in accordance with the referrals listed on the order of the day.
On page 2, Standing Committee Report numbers 9 to 28 for adoption.
Senator Wakai.
Mr. President, I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Reports numbers 9 to 28.
Senator DeCourt.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion, any objections? If not, the motion is carried.
Referrals and re-referrals.
Referrals and re-referrals are made in accordance with the order of the day and the supplemental orders of the day that may be filed later today.
No further business, Mr. President.
Are there any announcements? Senator Kim.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise to request a waiver of the public notice requirement pursuant to Senate Rule 21 to hold a hearing on Senate Bills 557, 1107, 1204, 1217, 1252, and 1254. And the reason for this, Mr. President, was inadvertently the deadline was missed 4:30, and we filed it this morning.
Waiver is granted. Senator Kim.
Thank you, Mr. President. Your Committee on Higher Education will hold a public hearing on these bills on Thursday, February 6th at 3 p.m. in Conference Room 229, and the notice will be filed in the clerk's office this afternoon.
Are there any further announcements? If not, the chair has one. There will be a Senate leadership meeting immediately after session in room 409. Senator Wakai.
Excuse me, Mr. President, I move that the Senate stand adjourned until 11:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Senator DeCourt.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded. If there are no objections from the members, the Senate will stand adjourned until 11:30 a.m. Tomorrow, when I hit the gavel, I'd ask all members to come to my right so that we may greet and have pictures with our honored guests.